What if one of Kawasaki's most underrated adventure bikes was actually one of the smartest motorcycles ever built for the real world? Sounds crazy, right? Because when people talk about adventure bikes, they usually jump straight to the biggest, most expensive machines on the market. But the Kawasaki KLE 500 took a completely different path, and honestly, that might be why riders still talk about it today. This bike wasn't trying to be the fastest, it wasn't trying to be the most powerful. Instead, it focused on something many modern motorcycles seem to forget: pure versatility. The KLE 500 arrived with a simple mission: give riders a motorcycle that could handle city streets, highways, back roads, and even light off-road adventures without emptying their wallets. And this is where things get interesting. Under the bodywork sat a parallel twin engine that shared its roots with Kawasaki's legendary Ninja family. That meant riders got a power plant known for reliability and smooth performance. It wasn't an aggressive race machine, but it delivered power in a way that felt friendly and usable. Twist the throttle, and the bike responded with enough punch to keep things fun. Cruise on the highway, and it stayed comfortable. Head down a gravel road, and it didn't panic. That combination made the KLE stand out. Back then, many dirt sport motorcycles felt either too dirt-focused or too street-focused. The KLE tried to sit right in the middle. It wasn't perfect at everything, but it was surprisingly good at almost everything. The tall riding position gave riders a commanding view of the road. Long travel suspension helped absorb rough surfaces. The upright handlebars made long rides easier on the body. And let's be honest, for many riders, comfort matters just as much as horsepower. Now, if you're enjoying this kind of motorcycle content, hit that like button and subscribe, because there are plenty more legendary bikes and hidden gems coming your way. Back to the KLE. One of the biggest reasons riders loved this machine was confidence. It wasn't intimidating. New riders could learn on it. Experienced riders could enjoy it. Adventure riders could load it with luggage and disappear for a weekend trip. It was the kind of motorcycle that encouraged exploration. You didn't need a detailed plan. You just picked a direction and rode. And while the styling may look old school today, there's actually something cool about that. The design feels honest. No giant screens, no complicated electronics, no endless riding modes, just a motorcycle. Turn the key, start the engine, and go. That simplicity is becoming harder to find in today's market. Now, here's where rumors and speculation enter the conversation. As adventure motorcycles continue dominating sales around the world, many enthusiasts have wondered whether Kawasaki could bring back the KLE 500. Nothing official has confirmed a return of the KLE 500, but discussions keep popping up across motorcycle communities. And honestly, it makes sense. The adventure segment is bigger than ever. Riders are looking for lightweight, affordable machines that can handle daily commuting and weekend adventures. A modern KLE could fit perfectly into that space. Imagine updated suspension, modern brakes, improved fuel efficiency, and a fresh design while keeping the original spirit intact. That idea alone gets a lot of riders excited. Of course, until Kawasaki makes an announcement, that's purely speculation, but the demand for practical middleweight adventure bikes is definitely real. Meanwhile, the original KLE continues building its reputation. Used examples still attract attention from riders who appreciate reliability and versatility. Many owners report years of dependable service with basic maintenance. That's a big reason why the bike remains respected long after production ended. And here's something many people overlook. The KLE wasn't built for social media. It wasn't built to impress people at coffee shops. It was built to ride. That sounds simple, but it's actually a huge compliment. A motorcycle earns respect when riders trust it mile after mile, year after year. The Kawasaki KLE 500 did exactly that. It quietly became one of those machines that owners never wanted to sell. Not because it was the most powerful, not because it was the most expensive, but because it always showed up ready for the next adventure. And maybe that's the real legacy of this motorcycle. In a world obsessed with bigger engines, more technology, and higher prices, the KLE proved that balance can sometimes be more important than extremes. It delivered freedom without complication, adventure without intimidation, and capability without breaking the bank. That's why, even today, motorcycle enthusiasts continue talking about this forgotten Kawasaki. So now I want to hear from you. If Kawasaki brought back the KLE 500 with modern technology but kept its simple adventure spirit, would you buy one, or would you choose a different adventure bike instead? Let me know in the comments.